What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to bring you along with a new adventure today, so I'll flip you around and can't wait to show you what it is. So here I have the new, as well as new to me, Sunjoe 15-inch 24-volt reel mower. And there's quite a bit of buzz surrounding this mower going around online, and so I just had to grab one. If you see the channels, I don't know what they call them, but the crazy yard care channels, lawn care channels, Ryan Knorr is a big one that I watch because we're essentially neighbors here. Yard Bra is a big one on the Sunjoe in particular. Reel mowing is the way to go, and I was curious about getting into it, and so this was the best option as far as giving it a try without spending a whole lot of money or having a giant reel mower taking up space. This is just a nice small light option to get a taste of what it's like. And so I wanted to give you my first impressions. I just got it this afternoon, and I'm gonna kind of, as you've seen from the title of this video, call this just your average lawn reel mow, because a lot of what you see is on a perfectly manicured lawn where someone who's already been reel mowing forever is trying the Sunjoe, and so they've already top dressed and leveled their lawn, and it's perfect and no weeds or bumps or anything like that, and they've done the scalp cut and over a long period of time have brought their lawn down for the use of a reel mower. And in my case, I'm just getting started with it. I have rotary mowed for years, never leveled the lawn, never dethatched, stuff like that. So this is just your standard lawn, and this is the first use and first impressions of this mower. So stay tuned. I'm gonna get behind it and take you for a couple passes and then kind of explain my thoughts and the little things that I've noticed on my first use today. So we'll go ahead and start it up. What I've done is I usually just take my pinky, so I've got my right hand here, and I press the button here while I pull up. That's how you start it. You just hold the button and then pull up there. So we'll do that and just take a pass here. So there you go, and this may not show up real well on camera. Yeah, you can kind of see it. This is my first ever try with some double stripes, and so you can see there, hopefully pretty clearly, the three stripes. We've got the dark and the light and the dark again. And the sun is down, so this is with no sun hitting it. This is the first time I've ever used this mower, and I'm already getting some stripes with just out of the box the way it came. I'm excited to try the striping modification to improve the stripes even more, and then the front roller in the future. But anyway, just thought I would show that quick here. So I guess let's go over the assembly. I don't have any footage of assembling this, but it's very, very easy. It comes pretty much all assembled except for the handle and the bag. All you've got to do is you've got three sections to the handle. The lower part screws in here, and then the center brace here has some screws on each side, and then the top part, and that's it. The bag is real simple. You just slide it into this bracket, and it's really nice the way it clips on down at the bottom here. You can just unclip it like that and pull it off and dump it. And as others have said, they don't like the bag. I don't mind it, I guess, for my first couple of uses here, because I'm going from about a 3.5-inch cut down to the tallest cut of this, which is I think 1.5 inches. And so I'm trying to bag up a lot of that junk and get it off the lawn. In the future, I probably won't use the bag so much. So anyway, that's it for assembly, and I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts on the first couple uses here. So one thing that I love about the mower out of the box is the cut that you get. I should show you the grass blades here. Let me turn you around and show you exactly what they mean by a scissor cut that you're going to achieve with any reel mower. So if we take a look here at the grass blades, you can see here's some wide blades. That cut is just perfectly square, and it's just cut clean off, and that's the way it is all around here. Now there are a couple blades, since I've only gone over this once or twice for the first time, this is what it looks like from your rotary mower. You get it torn out and it turns brown because it wasn't cut cleanly. Let's see if we can find some more. I've got a lot of thatch and a lot of brown grass sitting around, but for the most part, oh, here's another bad one from rotary mower. You can see there. So let's pull that and just compare it to one of the reel mower cuts. Hopefully I can focus on that. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Anyway, the difference is there. It's just a difference between tear out and a clean cut. And another way that you can determine that is by looking at all the clippings in the bag here. And you can just see, it's kind of interesting to see, like here's one that on the top is jagged and torn, and on the bottom is clean cut. And what that's telling me is that this is what my rotary mower did, and this is what the reel mower corrected. So that's really great to see. As far as setup, one other thing I wanted to mention that's really cool is I don't have any of the papers with me, or any paper for that matter, but what you want to do each time before you use the reel mower is double check the bed knife adjustment. And I went over this a couple times just to get it adjusted. I found that I adjusted it once and then would mow for 5 minutes and would need to do it again. I think that's just the newness of it, needing to get that bed knife worn in a little bit, but it's very simple. There are 2 hex key screws right here, and you're just going to take the provided Allen wrench, hold your piece of paper here, and then you grab the wheel and turn it, and as you turn past that point, it should cut the paper cleanly. And what I found is mine cut on one side but not the other, and not very well in the middle. So I brought the one down, and then it was too tight, it wouldn't turn. So I went back and loosened just slightly. It's such a fine adjustment. And you'll kind of get some noise for a while of it wearing in, and then that'll go away and it cuts just great. So that's one thing I wanted to mention as far as the setup goes. So how well does it work on average Joe like me on my lawn? One thing I've noticed right off the bat is that I am excited to level my lawn using sand. I think that's going to make a big difference. I've got a lot of spots here that are actually bare spots right now that I need to plant. Working on some new grass over there where there was a tree, but I'm excited to pay more attention to those small spots that are making a bigger difference. Using this mower, I can really tell where they're at versus my high wheel rotary mower. I don't notice them as much because it doesn't find every little spot. So I'm excited to level things, and I don't know if I'll do that in the near future or not and bring you along. You'll just have to let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see, leveling the lawn. Because the difference is this thing will get down in all of those little areas, and it's a little bit of a bumpy ride pushing it along. And so I'm excited to do that. I would say I'm very impressed with how well it's done without me doing what they call a scalp cut with a rotary mower first. And I think the idea there is you set it as low as possible. You go ahead and mow, and you're going to scalp all over the place. And I don't know if I agree with that or not. I'm definitely an amateur with this being my first try, so don't look to this video for advice on what you should be doing for your first reel mower use. I'm just giving you my first-hand experience, but I'm impressed with how it's done without doing that scalp cut. I've gone over it probably 3 times, and it's cutting each time, which I'm not surprised by because I'm cutting such a large amount. I think I'm taking probably 2 inches off. Yeah, there's some 2-inch chunks there, and even longer than that. But I hope in the future, as I mow more often, which is something you need to do with a reel mower and a shortcut, is mow about every other day would be good. And I'm excited to do that and get an even finer cut as I go. But just looking across the lawn, minus my terrible amount of thatch and bald spots, it really looks pretty good, and so I'm happy with that. And with those stripes, with the sun being down, already seeing striping right out of the box is pretty exciting too. So anyway, that's it for the video. Look out for more on this mower as I get more familiar and learn some tips and tricks. Otherwise, make sure to check out those other 2 I mentioned. Yard Bra has a lot on this mower, and Ryan Knorr is an inspiration for the way his lawn looks. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you on the next video.